Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to look at a brand new tank. Yes, a brand new tank that has just came into the game. Of course, it is the PROJEKT KPZ 07P. Yes, that's a lot. That's a lot to take in. But it is a tier 9 German heavy tank, and you know it looks fancy. It's got the mystery camouflage that you can get with it, and to be fair, I don't mind the tank. I think the tank is solid. I think it's okay, but the biggest thing here is, should you be getting the tank? How can you get the tank, or should you just completely ignore that this tank currently exists? So we're going to look at the stats, and then we're going to get into how you can pick it up. So the turret armor, 170 millimeters, so not the best on paper for the turret, and the same as the hull, 180 millimeters. Now, there is some aspects where you're going to get quite a few bounces, and you give the enemy a chance, then they will be able to aim at weak points, etc, etc. Now, it does have, so against tier 8s, then you're going to obviously get more bounces than you are against tier 10. Now, it does have that shovel on front of it, which can actually help as well. So the sides on the turret are pretty strong at 150, so you may get some bounces on the side if you are very lucky. Now the DPM 2269, we are running calibrated shells just to up our pen, and your reload is 10 seconds, so I think the reload is actually pretty decent. The DPM I think is decent, not the best, but it's decent. Now again, if you want to run the rammer, you can up that DPM, but I like the penetration because the heat pen is actually very good on this thing. So 263 on your APCR and 373 on that heat, which is very, very good. 70 on your HE, so you may even be able to get a few HE shells out as well. It has a 380 alpha on your APCR, 320 on your heat, and 480 on your HE. Now the aim time on this thing is actually really good at 2.7. However, the gun dispersion isn't the best, isn't the worst, but it isn't the best at 0.326. It has 8 degrees of gun depression with top speed of 42 kilometers per hour. Now, because the aim time is so good when it comes to running your equipment, where are we? There. So I probably wouldn't actually run the V-stabs on this. I would probably run the refined gun, because that way you've still got 2.9 on your aim time, which is still good. However, your dispersion goes to 0.277, which then is actually really good. So what else has it got? Yeah, that's about it. So of course it does have the mystery camouflage. So when you start the game, you get the mystery question mark that comes up in front of it. But you know, some people will love it, some people will hate it. Personally, I don't like it. I really don't like it. So anyway, how can you get this tank? Now, you'll see the draw, the Alpha Predator draw, and then you can see I've even tried using it, but in this draw, you will see the mystery boxes. So the mystery boxes is actually the only way you can get this tank at the moment. Now, at 0.05%, there's not much chance of you being able to get this tank. Now, I do have, I think I've got 2 spare mystery boxes. Will I get lucky? I highly doubt I will, but, you know, no, I won't. So let's just get into a game with the tank, and obviously let's just talk about it a bit more. Now again, against tier 8s, I think the tank is decent. Again, the DPM I think is okay. There's nothing really too wrong if you look at tier 9s, especially tier 9 heavies, and to be fair, I do think it is a decent tank. Now, when you come up against tier 10s, again, is it going to be able to hold its own? You're not going to get as much bounces, no. You do have the penetrations to deal with them. If you have to switch to the heat, then of course switch to the heat. There is nothing wrong with switching to your premium rounds. Now, this day in Blitz is nowhere near how it used to be. Now, I don't really see people complaining too much when people use their premium rounds. Now, back in the day when the premium rounds done the same alpha as your standard rounds, people would give you so much abuse because they would call you a gold noob. But it's always made me laugh because the premiums rounds are there for a reason. You know, they're there to use. How are people, if they want to lose credits, etc. But I still think one of the best things Wargaming ever did is reduce that alpha on your premium round, because at least it makes people think, do you really want to spam premium rounds? Because your DPM is just going to decrease dramatically. So it does make people not want to use their premium rounds until they absolutely have to use it. And that's the way to go, to be fair. That is how it should be. You don't want to start the game and then people just constantly just switch to their premium round because they don't care about credits, because they got enough. And they don't do the same kind of alpha. So that is one of the best things Wargaming have ever done when it comes to this game. So as you can see, we did manage to get a bounce from this ISU 152, and I think we're going to get another bounce. Of course, he's not running the bigger gun, so we've managed to bounce 800 damage just from him, and we're now up to 1800 damage. But to be fair, we've done that very easily. Try getting the kill there on the SU, but I have no idea where that shot actually went. So fairly easy game. Honestly, it is a fairly easy game. It's a 6 versus 4. There's a few one-shots. The AT-15 is now dead. They're going to focus on the Panther 8.8. So I'm going to ignore him and then try to save my pattern here and get in front of him for this Char Futur or whatever, however you say the tank. But at this point in the game, you know, it's already a win. So we're just going to take care of that guy, and then there just leaves this this Carnarvon. So I'm just going to stay where I am, because if he's going to move forward, he is going to allow me just to get a little bit more damage. I should have switched to HE there, to be fair. I would have been able to pen him, and I would have actually done a little bit more damage, but I didn't bother. It was an easy win anyway, and it wouldn't have pumped my damage up too much. But overall, I do think it's a nice tank. You know, it's not the best tanks, of course, but having said that, with 0.05% chance of getting this tank, I would stay the hell away. Honestly, stay the hell away. Yeah. Stay a hell away from the containers, because you got to be very lucky to be able to get this tank. And some people are going to have to probably spend a little bit of money. So it's not worth that. Unless you get it on your first crate kind of thing. Then yeah, but that's not going to be likely at all. But here we go. It's still a new tank in the game, but for now, stay away from it. Wait for it to come back, because it's not worth the crates, or it's not worth the lucky draw. Well, it's not worth both. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. Have you seen the tank? Is it easy to deal with? Did you get lucky and get the tank? Let me know in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye.